Today's
CBS
news.
News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Senator Chris Van Hollen is back in the U.S. after traveling to El Salvador to meet with a man mistakenly deported there.
He said he felt very sad about being in a prison because he had not committed any crimes.
Van Hollen said he was initially blocked by police from traveling to the notorious prison where Abrego Garcia was being held, but that meeting later happened, and Van Hollen learned Abrego Garcia had been moved to a different prison.
But he said despite the better conditions, he still has no access to any news from the outside world and no ability to communicate with anybody in the outside world. His conversation with me was the first communication he'd had with anybody outside of prison since he was abducted.
Earlier, President Trump was asked about Van Hollen's visit.
Yeah, look, he's a fake. I know him. I know them all. They're all fake. And they have no interest in that prisoner. That prisoner's record is unbelievably bad.
Trump also said he agreed with his Secretary of State that there needs to be some movement on ending the war in Ukraine soon.
And if for some reason one of the two parties makes it very difficult, we're just going to say you're foolish, you're fools, you're horrible people, and we're going to just take a pass. But hopefully we won't have to do that.
A website Americans once went to for information on COVID vaccines and tests is a different site these days, Glenda Kenyon reports.
The COVID.gov website shows a photo of President Trump walking between letters that spell out lab leak. Under the White House heading, it declares the COVID pandemic originated with a leak from a research lab in Wuhan, China. It also accuses Dr. Anthony Fauci of pushing a preferred narrative that COVID originated in nature. Government websites are often overhauled with each administration, but this makeover makes assertions about the origins of COVID that still have not been proven. A 2023 intelligence analysis said there's insufficient evidence to prove either theory. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
The alleged gunman in the Florida State University shooting remains hospitalized.
The suspect continues to receive treatment at one of our local hospitals. He did receive significant injuries in this event and will require a significant amount of time in that facility.
The Tallahassee Police Chief Lawrence Revel says once he is released, he'll be moved to a detention center where he will face charges of first-degree murder. 2 people died in yesterday's shooting. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cab News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 70 degrees in Concord, California.